Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome to the channel. If you're looking for the latest in the Star Wars comics, novels, TV series, and more, then I try my best every week to do that on this channel, so make sure you are subscribed so you never miss another video. With that being said, let's talk about today's issue. We had just one issue, it was a light week. We had Darth Vader issue number 19, and take a look at that awesome cover. This is quite the homage to the original Star Wars poster. So cool, in verse with Darth Vader and Palpatine in the background. Another exciting thing is this week we have a brand new story arc starting with this Darth Vader issue. It is Fortress Vader, and just to catch you up on what's going on, this is after the events of Revenge of the Sith. We have Darth Vader, who is hunting down the Jedi that survived the Purge somehow, and he has the help of the Inquisitors, which is the team that he leads. So we open up with this issue on a Jedi that we haven't seen in a long time, and that is Eth Koth. And he apparently left or had quit the Jedi Order or was kicked out, and he basically has a wife, and they had just given birth to a child, a newborn, where Vader walks in on them. And of course, Eth Koth has to defend his wife and the child, so she gets away. And the whole issue is about Eth Koth fighting Vader, but at the same time, you have the Inquisitors commanded by Vader, who wants them to go and get this baby. They want him to retrieve the baby. That's all he really cares about. He cares less about the wife. So, by the end of this issue, unfortunately, it's kind of foreshadowed that, well, Vader does in fact kill Eth Koth after he realizes that his child has been taken away from him. It's a very, very sad moment in this issue. Very, very dark. And we have Vader going back to Coruscant, and he's speaking once more with the Grand Inquisitor, who is letting him know that they're still going to continue Project Harvester. I will talk about that in a few minutes here. And he also reveals to Grand Inquisitor that there are more names of Jedi out there, and I will talk about that as well in the future of this episode. And by the end of this, Vader is going into his meditation tank, and we see the Inquisitors having a good time, kind of relaxing after a successful mission, and that's where the issue leaves off. So getting more into the nitty-gritty of this issue, I want to talk about Eth Koth and about what the heck he's been up to, because I didn't realize that he wasn't in the Jedi Order by the time of the Jedi Purge, and I definitely didn't realize that he was an actual priest of this certain religious vocation where he actually officiates weddings as well as funerals, and you know, they can't have romantics, Jedi, and he has a kid, so that's very interesting that he has gone very wayward and he appears differently, but he could still fight pretty darn well with a lightsaber to last that long against Darth Vader. I do want to talk about the Inquisitors, about how we see more of them and different kinds this time, because, well, the last arc with the Mon Cala arc, most of them got killed in that one. So I thought it was really neat seeing the fifth brother and the seventh sister that we see in Star Wars Rebels. I also thought I seen the guy from the Twilight of the Apprentice, that Inquisitor. I think it was like the 10th brother or something like that. Very interesting, the jumper one, whatever that one was called. And getting more into the thematic resonance of this issue, again, Charles Soule just writes a very dark story. I mean, it's gotta kind of be dark when it's about Darth Vader, but the fact that the Inquisitor actually ripped, like with using the Force, the baby out of the mother's arms as they're flying when they thought they were safe, out of the window of the shuttle as it's departing. And it is just, oh man, it is one of those moments where you gotta feel for that mother, because she is going to be destroyed now that her husband is dead and now that her baby was literally ripped by using the Force out of her arms. So that was crazy. I do want to talk about Project Harvester, which I mentioned a couple minutes ago, and that was all to do, I think, with, I think I'm speculating here that Project Harvester has to do, way back in the Clone Wars, Emperor Palpatine was getting these different Force-sensitive babies, and they were on Mustafar, I believe. Yeah, I believe they were on Mustafar. And also in Star Wars Rebels, we find out that he was getting children as well, and this takes place before Star Wars Rebels. So I really want to understand what Palpatine is doing with these Force-sensitive infants. I really hope that by the end of this entire arc, we do get that answer. And speaking once more about those names that were spelled in Arbesh, I want to thank Charles Soule, the writer of this series, for just coming out on Twitter and tweeting about it. And he says, okay, this one person's name was Coleman Kazais, or Kaj or something. And he is from Attack of the Clones. He fought in a Geonosian arena. There were also 2 more names revealed by Charles Soule. The first one being Ka Mun Kali, and the second one being Sel Rak Ulios. Those might not sound familiar to you because they were just canonized in this specific issue, and I thought it's really cool because it's basically a nod to the artist Giuseppe Camuncoli as well as Charles Soule himself. So it's cool that they kind of canonized each other to get inside this issue. So yeah, this was a very awesome issue. I did have one little problem with the issue, and it was with the artwork right at the beginning. There's this part where Koth gets his lightsaber out of this rock formation. It just was a little bit hard to follow exactly how the rock formation came through the window and all this kind of crazy stuff with Vader. So other than that, I mean, I can't help but say this is still the best Star Wars comic that I think you guys should be reading right now. If you want to know what is going on with Vader, what is going on with the Jedi Purge, this is something I've always wanted to read about, and literally my dreams are coming true thanks to Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camuncoli. Absolutely awesome issue here. So next week you guys can look forward to Poe Dameron issue number 30 as well as Beckett number 1, the Han Solo one-shot. Can't wait for both of those next week. So guys, let me know in the comment section below. Are you reading Darth Vader? What did you think about today's issue? Let's talk about it in that comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I have plenty of other Star Wars content that I upload on a weekly basis. So again, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe because you'll never miss a video and it helps me out tremendously. My name is Starrapter. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.